If you're interested in the prophetic words of a pastor in Aurora, Colorado, you'll want to listen to this brief audio I recorded of it. I managed to get this because a girlfriend of mine told me about Steven Cartwright's new church in early October when we walked a trail together. From a couple of boulders a mile down the trail or so, Patricia and I took in the beauty of the rushing waters of an Aurora Creek. We basically ended up having our own private worship service there. Testimonies, praises, prayer requests, worship. Turns out, my favorite worship song, More Than Anything, by Lamar Campbell, is her favorite worship song. So there we were, playing it on speaker, singing along out loud, side hugging, swaying, and raising our arms. Never mind what anyone crossing the bridge thought. So my husband and I knew of Steven Cartwright's ministry from a church we had in common a few years ago, where he was the youth pastor. We took the opportunity on October 20th of this year, just a couple of weeks ago, to visit his new church, the Refuge of Denver, on 1159 East Bethany Drive in Aurora, Colorado. The services are on Sundays at 11:30, by the way. I captured that sermon and later received his permission to post the prophetic word he articulated, to post it here on social media. Good thing I recorded him because the man of God was on fire. Speaking on Elijah and his cave experience, Pastor Cartwright clearly knew the word well and had an abundance of insight and wisdom. So much so that it was a struggle to take down all the golden nuggets in my sermon journal. So the prophetic word was a bonus, and here it is. I won't comment further, I'll just play it for you.
And so here's the things that the word of the Lord said to Elijah. There's three things the Lord deals with him about. The first thing he deals with him about is kings. These are authorities. The second thing he deals with him about is prophets. These are truth sayers. The third thing he deals with him about is remnants. These are truth keepers, carriers, and preservers. So I want to be prophetic here just for a moment. And I want to tell you something about what the Lord is going to do and what we're going to see. There's three shifts. The first thing is that we're going to see a shift with kings who represent authorities. Yeah. There's a power shift happening literally as we speak. Yes. There's authorities and shiftings and powers, not just presidential, it's not just but there is a shift in authorities. Anytime there's a natural shift in authorities, there's also a spiritual shift in principalities. Yes. Yes. So he says you're going to see things shift in the natural by virtue of what's going on in the spiritual. Okay? All right. You're going to see things shift in the natural, but there are authorities that are going to rise and there are authorities that are going to fall. Yeah. These authorities are going to make decisions that are going to determine the ways, the goings ins and outs of nations. Okay? All right? This is you are going to see is actually going to be a shakeup in the realm of authority. Yes. In the realm of leadership. Listen, in the realm of powers as they are connected to principalities and powers and rulers in the spirit realm. Okay, all right. This actually has to be something that we intercede for and we pray. But in the midst of the shakeup that's happening with kings and authorities, there's also a shakeup that's happening with prophetic voices. These are truth sayers. Okay, he says there's going to become a rise of authentic voices and truth sayers. There's going to be a rise and of sincerity of voices. People who when you hear their voice, you hear the sound of heaven. Allow me to be prophetic here. There are truth sayers that are rising because there are liars in the field. Everything they're saying is not God. And it says they are claiming my name, but they do not have my voice. And I'm looking for Elishas. Who are hidden in their father's field. Yeah. You don't even know them. You've never met them, But the Lord said, I'm about to bring them out of obscurity into the forefront. My God. And he says, I'm going to use them. Matter of fact, I want you to look around the room and say, is it you? Is it you? Is it you? Is it you? You are coming in a time where you have to be a truth sayer. Now, here's the problem with being a truth sayer. Truth sayers are also people who attract problems, right? I'm not saying being a truth sayer because it's safe.
I hope you appreciated Pastor Cartwright's prophetic word from the streets of Aurora, Colorado. I pray that you're blessed more and more and that you live beyond your wildest dreams.